It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And we'll be seeing Zach Randolph in action in this one, and while he doesn't quite put up the big numbers he once did, he is still an absolute bulldozer, Kenny, out there at the 4 spot, and you can always pencil in a double-double.
Oh, you can. I mean,
that's a bulldozer backing up.
Oh, backing up. I got you. He's a big guy, velvet touch, light around the rim, won't dunk at all, but this guy finishes with the best of them.
He has the old man game, Kenny. He's one of the strongest players in his position. Very hard to move off the block. And he got a soft touch, too, for a big man.
Yeah.
Can you give me that bull?
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Memphis Grizzlies, Mucho Gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Maybe the upper hand in this one. The Memphis Grizzlies won the last matchup of the season against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Yeah, it was a major factor in the ball game. I mean, the more turnovers they caused.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Johnson the screen. Conley kicks to Johnson. They double team Johnson. Back to Conley. Here's Roberson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Roberson's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies. There's the pass to Smith. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Smith's got his first 2 points.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
For 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Conley, the pass to Roberson. He kicks it to Johnson. 5 to shoot. They get it back. A nice shot by Koufos.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Smith wide open. He fires. Buries it from 3-point range. Smith's got 5 now.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Off target at the rim. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played.
That's exactly the kind of hard swap here for the Lakers. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. White, he's checked in for Gasol. Koufos comes in for Zach Randolph. James Johnson's checked in for Andre Roberson. And it's Mike Conley in for Evan Turner. Smith in at shooting guard. Sanders is out there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Arthur, and it's Russell in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Johnson outside. And it's Conley penetrating. Rebound by Smith.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic. Move the ball.
There's the three. The shot is off. And Memphis the other way now.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. And Bass kicks to Russell. Hits the three-point bomb. Russell's got 7 points. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And another miss by Memphis.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
For three, Smith. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Johnson outside. Allen outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Memphis shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. A dominating first.
Your Lakers, 48. The Grizzlies, 26.
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on your home court. Couple things. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking...
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far for Williams. The Grizzlies also making a change. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Allen. So on the 4 for Memphis. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Andre Robertson out there with Conley. And it's Turner in at the small forward position.
And, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Smith drives in. Count it, number 5 from the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And Turner kicks to Robertson. The three-pointer, no good. Lakers leading by 19 points. Feeds it to Smith. Goes up to the stripe. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Smith's got 14 points for the game.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Harkless kicks to Whiteside. Lakers working the ball around now. Smith, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Back to Conley. Fires the 3. That's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Randall. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring zone for the Lakers.
And you really can't help it.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Whiteside's checked in for Sanders. Reese Harkless comes in for Randall. Smith checked in for Jarrell Arthur. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Then for the Grizzlies, Turner comes in for Johnson. And Tony Allen subbed in for Robertson. Smith, he's in at small forward. Harkless is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Russell. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Johnson dishes to Allen. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Allen kicks to Johnson. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
You certainly had a good defensive game. Don't you wish your teammates would help out a little more on that end?
Listen, one player can't have a good defensive game all by himself. It's a team effort. Maybe I stood out tonight a little bit, but we were all closing out on the shooters, denying the passing lanes. My favorite, helping the helper, protecting the rim. So I can't take all the credit, not even close. We all did this.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
Honest answer? No, I'm not. I feel like we're a better team when I have the ball in my hands because of the way I create. Simple as that. Get me the ball, and the wins will follow.
How is your relationship with the fans?
It's good. They're like the gasoline that keeps this team's engine running, you know? And I think it's really important that someone in my position maintains a good relationship with them and be accessible. That's why I try to get out there in public and do things ever so often. I guess you could say I'm a fan of the fans, you know? Yeah, no? Nobody? All right, next.
De respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver los sitios y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo. Tú y yo descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada. Vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada, la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada.
Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos.
vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones, vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida, vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego, vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, a vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Ya abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos, vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones, vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida, vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego, vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo.
Hey, boy up on the land till I die, till I die, on the east side till I die, till I die, rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die, in the hood I'm good till I die, CLE till I die, everywhere I gon' puttin' on, puttin' on, puttin' on, everywhere I gon' puttin' on, puttin' on, puttin' on, everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Putting on, everywhere I gon' putting on, what you want? Step under the court like 2-3. I was made for the game like Kyrie. Representing for the city, yeah, I be. In the land is where you gon' find me. Courtside at the Q in the flow seat. Everybody in the team, me. Green Bills, y'all know it's the green season. Catch me only up a short seat. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. And one though, on the floor going up though. 3 points to the dunk though. Me and Shove though. My city, been turned up on the jump though. Boy up on the land till I die. Till I die. On the east side till I die. Till I die. Rocking that wine and gold till I die. Till I die. In the hood I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on, puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on, puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on, puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on, what you want?
let's get to a hoop. We got to be better at knocking down open shots. Okay, everyone, we obviously need to be better in the open court with the ball. Let's set up in 63. All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And tip-off approaching, but in the meantime, let's discuss post-play. Shaq, you are a dominant post scorer. Duh. Who do you think are the top post scorers in the NBA right now?
Well, one, DeMarcus Cousins, 25-13, you know, can go inside and go outside. He's a little frantic at times, but he's up there. Zach Randolph, he's got great feet work, nice soft touch. Big Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals. He does everything with his right hand, so he's so good. That's all he needs. And Brook Lopez, nice size, nice touch, and nice feet work, too. I know you say feet work is not a word, but you can't do nothing with footwork. You need both feet. So, Dr. O'Neal, name it, feet work, put it in the dictionary, shut it up.
Okay. Well, you know what? The guy who reminds me of Shaq a little bit, Nikola
Pekovic.
Yes.
Stop it.
He does, man. He's got some of
your mind.
He overpowers guys.
Stop it.
I mean, it's like a little version of
out.
Okay, all right.
Send it to Kevin for a body slam this guy.
I was reaching, man. I had the Kevin Durant alarms on that. I was reaching.
All right.
Tim Duncan's got to be in that conversation.
Oh, Dwight Howard, Blake Griffin, the guys. You know, that overpower people. We're talking about.
My bad. I apologize.
Just overpowering.
No, but I already said the top centers in the league.
Oh, no, I'm just saying about overpowering.
Answer the question, man.
Okay, my bad.
Time to go down to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call. Kev?
Nikola.
A flyover, a gorgeous look at the Charlotte skyline. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. They'll see Los Angeles taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Still out of the lineup is Jeremy Lin. They want him healthy.
Kevin, he went down a few weeks back, but the good news, the flip side of that coin is that they're expecting him back shortly.
Yeah, the wait is almost over. Finally, he's going to be able to lace him up again.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Whiteside. Harkless is out there with Randall. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Russell in at the one spot. Can't cash in the runner. On defense, the Lakers want to keep rolling. Cody Zeller comes in for Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Walker. And then for the Lakers, Larry Sanders is checked in for Whiteside. Smith comes in for Harkless. And it's Clarkson in for Lou Williams. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith, how his last 10 games have gone. 7th in steals, 10th in field goal percentage, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And talk about highway robbery. I mean, jumping the passing lanes, snatching away your dribble. He'll take it from you.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Smith penetrating. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
There's a screen. Batum with the ball. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Washington.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Lakers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Russell with the bucket.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Knocks it loose. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Feeds it to Smith. Clock at 4. Off target from outside.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Now Clarkson after Jeremy Lamb's three-pointer that didn't go. Smith with it. He's picked up by Lamb from deep. Smith missing again. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Lamb kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Passes to Zeller. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Zeller's got his first points of the game. Kicks to Smith. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by Smith. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. And before the game, we heard from Kemp.
Yeah. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Holla. We them boys. Holla. We them boys. Holla. We making noise. Holla. Holla. We them boys. Holla. We them boys. Holla. We making noise. Holla.
There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-Star Fest. He'll have 60 seconds to get off 25 shots from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and with each mate counting at
16 points is his score for the round. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
So it'll be Kevin Durant here.
Well, it's pretty much unfair for a guy with Durant's size and speed to be able to shoot.
So he completes the round with 13 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
So it's J.J. Redick ready to go.
J.J. Redick, a terrific shooter, shot over 40% from distance.
He finds himself at 16 points at the end of the round. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall, it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You know, you hope for more, but it probably lived up to a reasonable expectation for him.
And here we go with Freak. It can be a big advantage going left. He knows the score he needs to beat in order to qualify.
So often we see just a few misses in a row totally derail the play. It has that snowball effect if you let it.
Yeah, and that's all the more reason that your only thought as a shooter can be on your next shot, not the previous one. But that's much easier said than done.
5 more points and he's in.
Gets the money ball. He's at 14. One more to move on. That shot ties him for third.
Well, at this point, he's in the finals. He's moved into third.
And it's 20. 21. Up to 22. Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. He collects 22 points. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Well, the key was...
So it'll be Chandler Parsons here. He had the lowest score of all the qualifiers, so he goes first. And here we go with Freak.
20 points, the score to beat. He can take the lead with 21.
1 point. 2 points. Now 3 points. 5 big points on that rack alone. Oh, boy. Off the mark with 5 in a row now. 3 more misses, and he's done.
A little bump of a slump here.
No good. That's 8 straight. And that about does it.
Too late to make up ground now.
Yep, out of reach.
Time there, and he's got 15 points when the round ends. And so we'll see J.R. Smith. He had the highest score in the last round. Let's see if he can do it again here in the final. And as we close out the Foot Locker three-point contest, we can safely say...
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Yes. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. Checking out Cleveland, the second seed in the East, a confident team entering these playoffs. They're looking to make a deep run and contend for a title. And if you've been watching this team play lately, you know who they've been getting the big baskets from? Freak! He's been on a tear. How's he gotten so hot, Shaq?
Well, you know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing his shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie, he smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one.
Well,
lick your fingers. The barbecue chicken is hot and crispy.
You're making me hungry right now, but
crispy barbecue chicken?
Ooh, that's, I just can't wait. You make me hungry. Is it lunchtime? Wow. We got it some time. But, you know, he's not settling for any look either. This guy is very versatile. He'll take you inside, take you outside. He's the kind of player that seems like he's a step ahead, like mentally. Like he has this mental telepathy.
And there is a buzz in the air in this sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, they came close in game one, but fell short down the stretch. Tonight, a chance to make amends and even the series. And after losing game one, Kenny, this is a critical game. I mean, it's a situation where their backs, as they say, are against the wall. Would you contend that they have to win this game?
Well, it would be probable, but only a handful of teams have dropped the first two games at home and gone on to win the series. However,
yours is one of them.
I was on a team that did it, so I can't say it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely to be that clutch.
Listen, Ernie, they have to play like there's no tomorrow. They need the home fans to really round around them. I expect them to bring maximum effort and play with a real sense of urgency.
Starting in small forward at 6'9" inches. Number 35, Mo Harkless.
Playoffs, baby. It's what we've been working for all season.
You can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. Round one of the East rolls on. Game two, just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. Looking at the Pistons, and now with a play-by-play.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. We're all tied at 1-1. If the first two games have been any indication, we should be in for a great series. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Detroit Pistons. You take a look at the Pistons. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
And, you know, anytime you're going on the road with the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series.
time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, I'm catching tidy tummy.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to NBA playoff basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Kenny the Jet Smith, got Shaquille O'Neal. Time to get ready for this crucial Game 4 of the opening round. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. Looking at the Pistons, they claimed a memorable overtime win in Game 3. And while they'd love to get the job done in regulation tonight, they'll take a win by any means. And this is a pivotal game for them, a chance to take a 3-1 series lead. After stealing home court, how important is it, Kenny, that they win here tonight?
It's huge, Ernie. No question about it. Because if you lose this one, you lose, basically, you're back into a 3-game series. And how can you say you have an advantage in a 3-game series? You have to get this one.
It's big time, Ernie. This is one of those games where whoever wins, I think, will have control of the series. Both teams know the stakes and the importance of the win tonight.
Well put. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Pistons leading by 3 on the court for Cleveland.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles, and you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A very big Game 5 is upon us here in Round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Joining me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, they were unable to grab one on the road in Game 4. But back on their home court, we'll see if what they need is a little home cooking. And this is it, an opportunity to just nail down this series. Shaq, when you're on the verge of closing out a team, What is the key to getting that done?
You're facing a team with a high level of desperation. You have to go in with the mindset, Ernie, whatever it takes.
You want to just crush their spirit, Ernie. Crush their spirit. Get on the attack and make them start to lose their confidence. Defense will play a huge.
Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a game 6. What will happen? And then for Detroit.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to Game 6 here in Round 1. An exhilarating night of the NBA playoffs coming right up here on 2K Sports. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaq. I'm Ernie Johnson as we get ready for the tip. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. Looking at the Pistons, Game 5, a road loss, and now they look to take care of business in front of the home folks. We'll see if they have enough left to get it done. So they'll be looking to close things out here at home. Won't be easy for them, obviously. Kenny, what mentality do they need to have to finish the series tonight?
Well, the first thing, Ernie, you got to play with confidence. You know, you have to play with a sense of urgency. Then you can feed off the crowd if you do that. But most importantly, to set the tone early. Do not allow them to get any kind of
the sold-out and noisy Palace of Auburn Hills. It's been absolute war out there. Neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. It's the Eastern Conference Playoff Game 6, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. You take a look at the Pistons with their hometown fans cheering them on. Pistons trail by
I won't.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in the land. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a youngster don't wanna pull them. Even if a youngster wanna meet.
There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-Star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Let's get it on in the Foot Locker three-point contest. It takes a steady hand and a keen eye and an even steadier nerve to survive this competition.
Well, right next to me.
And so it'll be Stephen Curry here. He'll have 60 seconds to shoot 25 shots from beyond the arc, and fucked up, he collects 22 points. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Well, we know if there's one guy in the competition you'd expect to turn in that kind of round, it would be him.
Let's do this.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. 24 points for him. He'll take that. What What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
Well, he did, especially considering the fact that he came out of the gates.
If he can hit the 15.
He comes away with a total of 15 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
Yeah, that's right. There were some moments when it looked like things might slip away from him, but I thought he was really tough. He hung in there throughout and posted a decent number.
And here we go with Freak, wrapping up the qualifying round. He knows there's nobody coming after him. He knows his score to beat.
And 15 points, that's all he needs to qualify.
A good chance for him here. That score is beatable. Now is 6. Nearly perfect there. Just one miss on the rack. 7 more points and he's in. 9 points, up to 10 now. Drains the money ball.
2 more and he moves on.
He's at 14.
He's moving up. That gets him into a third-place tie.
Money ball, no good. 17 on the board.
Finishing strong.
He finishes the round with 17 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did.
And here we go with Freak. By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him if he posts a good score.
Well, he doesn't have any time to dwell on that first round. He's got to go right back out there. Back-to-back rounds for him.
Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks of going last in round 1. Unless you put up one of the 2 best totals, you're either going right back out there or you're done altogether.
6. Gets the money ball. 9 points. Drains the money ball. He's got 12. Matches 13. Chalk it up. His 4th in a row.
A strong closeout there.
Hits for 15. That's 16. Now with 17. He finishes the round with 17 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. He was the hottest shooter entering the finals, so he earned the right to go last. So he's got 19 points. And that puts an end to the Foot Locker 3-point contest. It couldn't.
De respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver lo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo. Tú y yo descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada. Vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada, la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, a vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, Vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Ya abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo.
Hey, boy up on the land till I die, till I die, on the east side till I die, till I die, rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die, in the hood I'm good till I die, CLE till I die, everywhere I gon' puttin' on, puttin' on, puttin' on, everywhere I gon' puttin' on, puttin' on, puttin' on, everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Putting on, putting on. Everywhere I gon' putting on. Putting on. What you want? Step under the court like 2-3. I was made for the game like Kyrie. Representing for the city, yeah, I be. In the land is where you gon' find me. Courtside at the Q and the flow seat. Everybody in the team, me. Green Bills, y'all know it's the green season. Catch me only at the shark scene. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. And one though, on the flow going up though. 3 points to the dunk though. Me and Shove though. My city, been turned up on the jump though. Boy up on the land till I die. Till I die. On the east side till I die. Till I die. Rocking that wine and gold till I die. Till I die. In the hood I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on. What you want?
And during the few moments that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
The cult of personality. I know your anger. I know
When I enter the building.